Hey guys, this is TK1138 again here with my, second episode on my weekly reviews of cheap loadout gear leading up to NVZ 2017. So today I am reviewing the Vism Shooter Gear dump pouch, which looks like this. Now, I'm so far really impressed with this, about 90%, still pretty solid, and at the end of the episode, when I tell you how much this costs, I think you'll be in on it too. Now, this has the two-part MOLLE attachment on the back, which means it gives you a lot of options. Now, most people, a vest is one of the first things they want. It's really not the best thing to get. It keeps in your body heat, it limits your movement. I wear mine because I am narcissistic and very vain. True story. There's a lot of people who can attest to it. But nonetheless, the most important piece of loadout gear, and one that I'll be getting into the next episode, is a belt. Tactical belt, MOLLE belt, harness, whatever. It's a great thing. Now, especially a MOLLE harness gives you a lot of attachment points. Most Apex Weapon Solution holsters come with MOLLE attachments, which means you have a lot of versatility in where you want to mount them. Same with magazine holders. But one of the quintessential things for a big war like NVZ, where you'll be going through a lot of ammo, is the ability to store it. Unless you're Richie Rich and can buy magazines and then chuck them after every reload, you're going to want a dump pouch to deposit them in. It also gives you a chance to reload your magazines when you have a moment to breathe. And this dump pouch is exactly what you're going to want to help. With the MOLLE attachment points, again, giving you a lot of versatility, but it's awfully small. That's because in its current capacity, it folds up. By pulling this, you actually extend the bag all the way out. Now, this is an open-top dump pouch, which has its own drawbacks, as in if you're running a lot, then your mags have the ability to bounce and fall out. That's one reason I'm not a huge fan of open pouches most of the time. But closed pouches, like what my other one is, which I'll show you guys again later, is a closed top, but then you have to open it up every time. You can't just shove stuff in there. And if you're speed reloading, that's going to be critical seconds you could lose. But why would you buy it if you don't like it, you might ask? That's because it came with the second layer, which has the elastic drawstring, which allows you to close it while between, 3, 4, 5, however many, so they don't bounce out. That's really handy. Now, the other reason I really like this one, it does have a nice deep body, which is great for those of you wearing 18 mags. If you're wearing a 35 drum mag, I'm not entirely sure how you're carrying that, and it's not super practical. With a flywheel, it's okay, but if you're rocking any sort of Springer, especially like a pump action like an Alpha Trooper, that drum is right in your way. I've managed to get 8 mags in here relatively easy. So whether that's your standard 18 mags, it's about where they're going to sit in there, nice and deep in there. Now we're up to 4. And you can just quickly tug the drawstring, and those things are in snug. So even if you're bouncing, you can pull it. It does have the little fastener lock, and now they're held in there tight. I can get 8. That's 8 18 mags, which is a fairly sizable loadout when you think about it. If you're carrying more, invest in more dump bags. But this way, I have the ability to store all my reloads to fill up later, or so I'm not just throwing money on the ground. We like to pretend and hope that most nerfers are honest and will go, oh, hey, I see your initials. But you don't want to just accidentally lose one, and it does happen all the time. So I highly recommend this dump pouch. Again, for the attachment points, how deep it is, the fact that it does fold up, and with the internal drawstring means everything gets held tight while you're running. And in NVZ, you will be running. You will definitely be running. Now, for those of you Amazon Prime members, which I am, and it's super helpful, this cost me less than $8. Yes, $8, falling squarely in the range of what I want to do on these episodes, and that's around $20 or under gear. So $8, and it's Prime eligible, means even if you have a war, let's see, today's Monday, even if you have one Friday, you will still be able to get this in time. Anyway, I got about 20 seconds left. I like to keep these things under 5 minutes. Thanks for tuning in again. I hopefully will be updating again either later this week or next week at the latest. So if you have anything you want to see reviewed, please post in the comments and I would be very interested to purchase it. So this is TK1138 signing off. Nerf well, my friends.